Seeing a painting being born on the plastered wall feels like magic. I spend the moments I have been between mixing paints, crouching down on the paving, just looking at work. It feels slightly intrusive at first, like breaking some imaginary intimacy, but Rin doesn't seem to mind the least bit. Maybe it's just in my head. Her entire presence emits a completely different air as she patiently works the details, adding layers of paint on top of the other layers of paint, steadily moving her foot across the wall to add new shapes. When I manage to produce a passable mixture of paint, the rare smile on her face is oddly rewarding. Apart from the few words when discussing paint mixes, neither of us has a word for the longest time. And even those short discussions soon evolve into shorthand, both of us developing and using weird impromptu code words for various paints and hues, as if there was some need to conserve words and breath and sound. We stay there late into the evening until it becomes too dark to paint properly. The sound of an alarm pulls me out of the fitful slumber and into the unpleasant state of wakefulness. I'll linger around the blanket for a few minutes, gathering energy to rise up while making excuses as for why I already haven't. Honestly, I wouldn't mind staying here for all day. School's surprisingly exhausting after a long pause. The culture shock still has not faded, I think. Still, despite getting an impression that skipping classes easily here, I don't think they're going to let me get away that easily. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing down my neck until the talk of exercising as well. So eventually I do rise up, swallow the morning medications, and put on my old stock of clothing. Thanks to my condition, I was exempted from taking part of gym class at Yamako, so I didn't get issued a gym outfit. I'd order some to cover such contingency, but wearing my old soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. I can't use them for that anymore, so maybe they can get a new life this way, a bit like me. After all, I'm going to start taking care of myself. I can't afford to slack around. I'll start from the basics. Basics which include keeping the rest of my body in shape along with what little I can do to strengthen my heart. Maybe I can go back to something approaching a normal life, or at least something where I'm less likely to fall over dead at any minute. I'm surprised to discover that I'm not the only one present at the track. I think that's what you said. It's not just that, but it's the face I've seen before. The prosthetic-legged girl who... The sexy girl! The one that I really want to bang! Who bowled me over in the hallway yesterday is running on the track lithely, a half-maniacal gazelle. What's her name again? It was a short one, but I can't remember. Emmy is her name. Seems to be running laps somewhat easy low, her prosthetic legs clacking rhythmically on the hard track surface. I wonder what reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe it's something akin to mine. The nurse is suppressing the poor girl to jog, just like he is suppressing me. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for my health and this is prompting me to do so. And even with the things being like they are, it's only because I want to get out of it the way early. The fact that I would be less likely to encounter someone who would witness my pitiful attempts to get in shape was merely a happy accident. I leave, but it seems that my former assailant noticed me in her last lap. She waves at me cheerfully and jogs over. Good morning! Is your name Mrs. Howell, right? She grinned, seemingly pleased that she remembered my name. You may not remember me. Emmy, I knocked you over in the hall yesterday. Miss Ibarowski? She imitates Misha's imitating Shizune, failing to get the same kind of subtle lilt to her high-pitched voice. How could I forget such a blunt introduction? Emmy has the decency to look vaguely apologetic for a moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that again. Well, so long as you don't make a habit of it, I suppose I'll be fine. Right! Not sure she realized I was joking. So the spy consultant the nurse was talking about, is that actually you? That's right! Oh, I was expecting someone from the nursing staff, to be honest. What, are you saying I don't look like I could be fit for a spy? No, this is more like a relief. I was afraid he would have someone to watch my every move, unless you're the one to do exactly that. Oh no, I'm here for my own reasons. The nurse just asked me if I had seen a messy-haired transfer student who looks like he's kind of lost around the track. So why are you down here? He strikes a dramatic pose. Training! For what? Track! I see, you're on the track team, right? I mean, that's enthusiastically. Yep, I'm one of the better runners too. And Marge's about it too. Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know. I think that much activity is probably out of the question for me. I'm not even sure I really like running all that much. Plus, I'm not into organized sports, you know. It's true I never really got that much into soccer. I mean, I run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I ever played. It wasn't for the glory to be around on the field, that's for sure. Maybe seems to understand my meaning. I see. Not the whole organization thing. But now that you're here, I guess we're going to run together, huh? Sure, I guess. He seems pleased. Are you going to warm up? Real men don't warm up. Oh no, you should always warm up. Bad Hisao! Up close and personal. She scolds me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer. I hate warming up too. She laughs suddenly. I gotta even have to stretch my legs. As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple times, giving a passing impression of standing on a pair of springs, her leg blades to be quite elastic. Let's go! Both take off down the track, and I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Amy moves fluidly, throwing herself into the run with a sort of wild abandon. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Hands spread, right? Something about hitting the balls of your feet rather than the heels. I'm trying to match my stride to Emmy, but that's pretty difficult. Apparently I'm not very good at it. Maybe Emmy could help me with that sometime. I'm not really feeling up to more than a couple of laps today. It's slow to a walk pretty quickly. Emmy keeps running and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skids to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanor. Finished already? I hang my head quite ruefully. Yeah, not in a very good shape right now. Emmy nods and then grins at me again. She doesn't do a lot of smiling. Well, the important thing is that you started, right? Next time you should just try to hold out longer, and then longer, and then longer, and eventually you'll be great. I'll keep that in mind. I think right now I'm going to get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs unconcernedly. Nah, I've got plenty of time. Notice she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug. Not really, I just gotta finish my routine. See you later, Hisao. Yeah, see ya. Not sure whether this morning's experiment was a success or a failure, but I'll admit that I do slightly feel good about getting out there this morning. Like Emmy said, I just need to keep in that order and get better, right? Practice makes perfect or something like that. It's nice to feel like I've taken some semblance or control of my own health. Try to keep this up. I'm gonna need a dictionary for this. Head back to the dorms and wash and change to my uniform. Trying to resist the urge to take a really long hot shower. I'm tired from all the running, so I just want to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before morning rush. After taking a long shower anyway, I dry myself off and get into the stall and put on my clothes. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears within the mist. Looming in, radiating malicious intent, it bursts through the fog. I bet it's Kenji. Oh, shit! What's up? What are you doing here? What the hell? You scare me. What's your problem?
I should be asking you that. I've been looking for you all over this place, man.
What do you mean, all over the place? I want to make a perverted comment, but I want to ask if he's been looking for me like that, stark naked, but hold my tongue back. Finally realize I'm still naked too and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. His glasses are fogged up, but then why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad it's perpetually seeing through fog?
You know, you're real, man. Yeah, that's it. Hey, I mean, I still had to get up, though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money?
Puts an innocent face and looks white, trying very hard to look very casual. It doesn't work. He is as transparent as his window pane inside his glasses. Looking neutrally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. Surely somehow it's even more awkward to be naked in front of someone than they can't see me being naked. To say nothing of the fact he's naked as well. Try to brush the feeling off with a little success. Money? Sure.
Awesome.
Wait, why do you need it?
Can you just give it to me because I have the goodwill not to run through your pockets while you were in the shower? Could have, but exercise restraint, and in the end, it isn't the thought that counts. Come on, be a pal.
This makes no sense. If he's thought that counts, I should withhold payments. Since his thoughts are so clearly pure, and his intentions are probably even more sinister, since he can't tell me what they are. It says much to him.
I'm offended, man, but if that's your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order pizza. I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I need your help for the rest.
Get some pizza too, right?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we give you some, but you have class, and you don't have time to eat pizza.
What about you?
I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza and pay the guy and then eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you, and the pizza, they will ask for a slice. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece. And if you love pizzaless in an unforgiving world, it's happened before. That's how I know. Every day I plan my vengeance, so that when the people who wronged me order a pizza, I will be here, ever vigilant.
Kenji strikes a dramatic pose, completely without irony.
Yeah, I only need 400 yen. Please, you're my hope. You're my only hope. I don't go outside and buy my own pizza. It's too far. I try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out carefully without planning in advance. I was outside. I can't remember what I was doing. Something, standing, maybe wondering how I got there. And then out of nowhere it happened. Like a flash of lightning splitting the sky, like how you split a sandwich into 2 equal pieces to make it more manageable to hold and eat. The bird crept but on my head. It was the second most shocking moment of my life.
Oh my god. Poor you! A bird took a shit on your head. Boo-hoo. What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. Why don't you grab him and shake him? He's just trying to keep momentum. We'll go with that, even if it's more likely he can't just hear me.
It was like in the openings to some kind of anime show, you know, there's always a part in the main
he's breaking the fourth wall here.
the main dude is fighting his rival, and then they fly into each other and clash swords like there's a big dramatic colored auras and zoom. It was like that, but with poo.
Okay.
See, I need some money, please. Don't leave me hanging, man. I only need 1,000 yen.
Thought you said it was 400.
Okay.
What?
I'll pay you back, I swear.
You better, that's what... This means to borrow stuff. I wish I could... Dude, I wish I had the choice to not give him the money, because he seems like a fucking douche.
I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back.
You have 1 week. Kenji winces and makes a noise like a dying cow. A particularly disturbing fact given that his baton was conducting freely. His baton was conducting freely. Do I want to know?
You're not supposed to be so tight-ass about money between brothers in arms, man. Men have it bad enough as it is. Did you know that male porn stars only make about half of what a female porn stars make?
Well, it's because females have to fake their orgasms, whereas a men's orgasm is actually real. You know how I know? If semen comes out, it's real. Vaginas don't always squirt stuff. Doesn't mean anything unless you are a porn star.
So maybe I am a porn star in the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight the feminist agenda. You can't even spot me on your crumbs, you bastard. Nobody understands. Nobody.
When feminists be against pornography in the first place? They are. Trust me. I see it on Tumblr. This feminist agenda stuff again.
Stuff is important. I can't see that you don't give a shit, but this is serious here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy. Make no mistake, you can't take them lightly. You'll wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. Bam! Out of nowhere!
That's how I feel sometimes about Tumblr. How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you in your sleep?
Women are terrible at stabbing things!
Though you said that you don't take them lightly.
Well, take them lightly for big things. Visually, they're not a threat, but there was some kind of war, like a big war with men on one side and feminist forces on the other side. It would be pretty ugly.
That day will come,
And the day will come when the feminists come out of their Central Top Secret Worldwide Feminist headquarters and say, "It's on now, motherfuckers!"
I like this guy. Being ridiculous, there's no big worldwide feminist headquarters building. Where would they even hide that? I mean, it has to be massive. You couldn't hide that under someone with... There was a big fortress of women only in it. That would be heaven. But then it'd be hell, considering they're probably all against sex and whatnot. And probably all lesbians.
Who said it was on Earth?
I turn away from Kenji and start practicing frowning faces in a mirror so that I can figure out what kind of frown will best express my emotions. He can't see me from the distance anyway, which unfortunately means that he keeps on ranting about any regard to sense or sensibility.
Yeah, there is a war going on, a war not many know about.
Wait. Well, I had one hell of an interruption there, I'm so sorry. Anyways,
the festival is coming up in 3 days, right? Every other class has already handed in their projected budget reports to their events, even in the first years except you.
I hate doing her voice so much. From now on, when she laughs, I'm gonna do that laugh.
There's still some time to hand it in, isn't there?
Today today. The deadline is today. You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? If I had it my way, I have had all the necessary paperwork days ago, but someone, I had to say, the deadline, please, to extend it.
Yes, that was me. Planning something on the scale is not a small task, and a week is too small a time frame to expect the whole class to work out such a complex issue completely.
Do you want to know what's harder than disturbing the funds for one's class event? Handling the same matter for every class in the school and then some. The one who does that is me.
Misha puts her hands on her hips and stands up straight. Wow, she's really getting into the role. Lily doesn't look like she's very amused, though. Misha should go suck a dick. Hey, Shizune, are you being a little too hard on her? Or maybe it's Shizune. Well, they could both suck a dick. There's a whole day left. It's... Please, Asao, it's alright. Lily seems happy I'm taking her side, but a little conflicted that I might not think she can even take care of herself. This is about the budget, then I'm disappointed you think I've forgotten about it. I understand how important it is.
Then can I have it, please?
She might not even have it on her at this exact second. It's not here right now. I asked 2 students to take care of it for me. Students from my class. She emphasizes the last sentence, much to my surprise. She knows about Shizune and Misha's efforts to rope me into the student council. I guess word must have gotten around, so now she's using me as ammo against Shizune. It just gets better and better.
It was your responsibility. A budget report isn't something you should just be delegating away. As class rep, it's your job to be on top of things. This is kind of disregard the proper procedure is really terrible.
They completed it, being capable of doing so, but the students have been sick recently, so they could not come to school and give it back to me. If you want, I will apologize on their behalf for being sick.
Okay.
What a bitch. Although Misha misses Lily's little jab entirely, Shizune doesn't, and she seems torn between being offended at Lily's daring and jumping for joy at the prospect of a challenge.
Lily, don't they live here at the school? That's a 5-minute walk, you know. What could they possibly have that prevents them from taking 5 minutes out of their busy lives to drop everything they will in fact the enjoyments of their entire class?
Lily opens her mouth to say something, but Shizune closes the gap between them and starts signing furiously, moving her hands around like an orchestra conductor. Misha tries her best to convey the same passion, but can't seem to close her normal cheerful tone. The result is interesting and somewhat surreal.
And what's with the attitude? You said it was not something you should be delegating away. Are you the class representative, are you? Tell me the names of those 2 students. They should have your job if you can't even handle something as simple as yourself.
Misha, shut the fuck up and just go suck a dick. Or are you too, Shizune, both of you. Go, just go. Like, seriously. Nobody likes you! One form isn't the full extent of what I'm supposed to take care of. Lily's tone is growing slightly impatient, but she's doing a good job of not letting Shizune see how unsettled she is becoming. She is paying her cards close to her chest. Shizune, on the other hand, rubs her fingers cheerfully along the edge of her glasses, knowing Lily can neither hear or see how excited she was.
Of course, you do much, class rep. It must be difficult being you.
Lily turns her lips as Misha's words, clearly understanding the intent behind them, even though Misha delivers them without even a mint of the sarcasm which they were meant to have. Shizune and Lily don't even like each other. That is much clearer, but this seems a little much. It seems like Lily has had enough and has already pushed back. Okay, hold on.